Hello Virgos, my sexy Virgos, how are you? Welcome to your weekly reading. We got sassy with each other last week, didn't we? I got a little sassy with you, we got a little sassy with the cards, and then you gave me fun sass in the comments. I liked it all. We had some good sass in times, Virgo. So this week is release and receive. What is Virgo going to be asked to release? And what does the universe want you to receive? Let's see, huh? So far, all your splits are very technical. It's like, well, hostilities, like the King of Swords and contract, adjacent possibilities. All right, let's see, Virgo. What's the release? What's the release for Virgo? What's the release for Virgo? Virgo, 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 sexy little Virgo. What is your release? They're not releasing that. Oh, tied up. Oh, you're going to release this. Someone had this. Who had this? It was either Aquarius or Pisces. There's different ways we can perceive that card. Let's just go ahead and see what the receive is. First, what is the receive? What is the oh, this dude, of course, why not? It's, oh, look at that. Somebody's coming to untie. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my God. This is so cute. It really is. We have like a feminine and a masculine energy. So we have like yin and yang energy. One of them is all tied up and the other one has the sword to release them. Isn't that cute? And that's the release and the receive. So receive this too. Do you see what I see? You see? I see that there's something that's got you feeling sort of confined or unable to move. You're a little flirtatious, Virgo. She's so flirtatious. This is the total come hither. Is that not a come hither? That's a come hither, right? She's kind of playing that whole little damsel in distress thing, this one. She's kind of playing that and she's luring him in. I feel like that. I feel like, Virgo, you're luring someone in. Come on, come on. You're luring them in. Yeah, you probably can't move. Maybe I don't know where they are. You're stuck in the woods. But look at, you're so divinely protected with all these beautiful, like there are they. Look at those Luna moths. Like you're glowing. You're glowing. Oh, so yeah, like you are like a little beacon. But you're stuck. You can't move. Your beacon is out there. Oh yeah. You receive, this dude with the sword is finally coming in. It's like the King of Swords for me. Like this guy. It says hostilities. I almost have never receive that message with this card, so I have to call him the King of Swords, which is you know, clarity, truth, practical. It's coming into to cut these vines from you in a very practical way. The storm. Oh yeah, it's the underline, exactly what Leo had. Of course it would be, because all of you signs seem to be connected at this point. So the storm warning. So you know what, there's a storm coming in. The weather's going to get bad, so he's coming in to cut. Him or her, however you want to perceive this, is coming in to release you from feeling all tied up. Now, we're going to go into my L-Key, She Who deck. This one really makes you think. It's certainly been making me think and trying to see, like, you know, it's really making you think outside the box, I find this deck. It really makes you think outside the box, and it really you know, it kind of, it makes you perceive different possibilities, different points of view. I really get that with this, which is, you know, it's good. So let's see what it tells us. The LP, the She Who. What is this release? What is this? All right, release. You're totally drawing someone in. So you're releasing She Who instigates, leadership, provocation, and power. Look at how seductive with the snake and all. Oh, Virgo, see, this is why I call you sexy Virgo. Look at this. Tell me that this is not a sexy Virgo reading. Tell me. Okay, now No, most of you understand it. So, yeah, she's even got little devilish horns on. So naughty. I don't know. Most of you appreciate the sexy part because you are so many different elements. Being sexy is so many different things. Like it's your intellect, it's your sense of humor, it's your outlook on life. And yeah, it's how you look after yourself physically, mentally, everything. So like being it's so funny. It is. And I love it. It's really cute. Okay, so what is the receive? What is the receive? She who prepares, formulates, strategize, and devise. You know, maybe you're coming in to cut your own. You've been waiting long enough. You're like, I'm just going to cut my own bounds here because nobody's coming to cut them. So you're formulating and you're preparing. Formulate, strategize, and devise. Which is good because here you kind of seem tied up, right? You're not able to move. But boy, I can't imagine, like, that's quite a sexy energy. I'm sure you're pulling in flies here, or bees, like, right, yeah, like you're pouring on the honey. So you're going to pull in bees with that energy. You're releasing, oh my gosh, there's two ways to take that too. You're like either releasing that, like you're letting this energy out into the universe, and you're receiving a strategy to formulate this, whatever it is you want. I don't know what it is. But she who avenges, revenge, outcomes, and justice is at the bottom. She was prominent in Cancer's reading. She's your underline right now. I don't know. Everything was so happy and fun, and then she had to come through. You know what I mean? It makes you think. So now she's got me thinking. Now she's got me thinking. The underline here, outcomes, justice. Maybe what outcome are you looking for? What outcome are you looking for? With the, because this feels like the energy that you're putting out there. It's that kind of release. You're releasing your power. I really think you are. I really think you're releasing your inner power, your inner strength. It's all tied up. You know, maybe you're trying to find another way to release something that you haven't been able to release because somehow it is confined. Somehow it is confined and you can't let it out, you can't get it out, you can't move. There's something. I think you're finding a way here to free yourself from something. Taking the leadership and the power specifically and turning that into a strategy and devising and formulating. Preparing. Instead of instigating, you're preparing. So you're going to release the instigation and receive preparation. Right? And the sword is all about clarity of mind and thinking and being practical. So let's see what these tarot cards bring us. Tarot de la Nuit. The all tied, let's just see if we can get, what is the all tied up? I'm going to ask that first. The all tied up. The Magician. Oh. The Magician. Ah. Yeah, you know, it's like you can't manifest something physically with all tied up. I'll put it down a little bit. It's like you can't manifest something physically because for whatever reason you can't move to it. Like you're stuck here in the woods. But you have been because you are releasing this. But to me, your release feels like actually like putting it out there. Putting it out there. That kind of release. It's not like letting go of something or ending something. It is like putting it out there. And the magician manifests, right? Like playing with energy and light. And what do? Like you're glowing. The card just literally went right off. Oh, the table, and it landed. It came all the way back. How crazy is that? It went off the table that way and it came all the way back. It's like magic. You're working in magic right now. Release it. Release your magic. That's it. You may not be able to physically do something, but you release your magic because you are manifesting here. You release it. The instigator. Yeah, I have an instigator right here. She's sound asleep. There she is. Little fluffy white dog. Do you know what she does when we go for a walk? Some of the houses, the backyard is like aligned along the sidewalk and there's fences. And the dogs, the little doggies of those houses, they come running up. She ignores them. And you know what she does? She walks up to the corner of the fence line and she squats and she pees. And then she'll like, you know, the ground. And the dog's freaking out. And then she'll walk the full length of the fence. She'll get to the other corner of the fence and then she'll squat and pee again. And the dog gets so upset. I say, Lily, you little instigator. Like, what are you doing? You're pushing that dog's buttons. Well, she knows it. I think she gets, that's like her pleasure. She can hardly wait to go for a walk and do that. But that's the instigator. You're going to release this. Oh. It's almost like you're a little dangerous. Okay, so the instigator. The instigator. What is it? Where did it go? Oh, wow. The Ten of Swords. I feel like you're, it's like you're pushing buttons for something to end. You're causing an ending in something through your manifestation. It's really powerful. It's a little bit like you can't move or do something right now. So you are kind of using your magic. You're like using your full-on magic here to cause an ending in something. I might go to my teeny tiny tarot too. I'm getting nosy with what you're up to. Interesting. All right, let's go to the receive. The receive for sexy Virgo. The receive for sexy Virgo. Or just Virgo. The receive for Virgo, because over here they're not so sexy. You're formulating, strategizing, you're being very practical. Over here, ooh, it's like you're releasing this very magical, seductive energy to cause something very practical to be brought into you. Virgo. The receive for Virgo. It's doing more magic. The Knight of Swords. The Two of Wands. Wow, it's like you're bringing life back into something here. The Knight of Swords is usually rushing forward, right? This is the one knight in all the decks I have where the Knight of Swords is almost with this white wolf allowing the universe to guide, allowing spirit to guide, to watch over, and just releasing him or herself to the process. Allowing movement to come to them instead of them be the movement. And the Two of Wands, again, this is like a really magic energy. Almost bringing life back into something that was dead. Right? And she's instigating some ending here. Maybe because when it ends, that's when life can be brought back into it. Oh, somebody's blowing their grass now. Making noise. Okay, what sits between these 2 points? What sits between the release and the receive for Virgo? What sits between... This girl cannot get enough. The Four of Cups. This is a lot of come hither energy. This Four of Cups is very much like that. Like, really, you haven't noticed yet? You haven't noticed? I feel like there's something that you cannot move towards with this all tied up. I really feel like there is. I feel like you've been putting something out there in a very magician sort of way, like in a very energetic way, not a physical way, an energetic way. You've been putting something out there. I also want to say that you're inspiring others into leadership. You can't move, right? And because this Knight of Swords is not moving, it's almost drawing things in. I said at one point, didn't I? That it's like you're the honey bringing in the bees. Like the honey bringing in the bee here. It's like a baited trap, but I don't like trap because trap just sounds like, you know, it's not a good word, because it's like a caged animal. It's not that. It's like a little breadcrumb trail. It is like a little breadcrumb trail. But the receiver, the receive for you, it still eludes me a bit. We have really what amounts to the King of Swords and the Knight of Swords sitting here, but not moving. Why? You know, I'm going to my tiny deck now. The Two of Swords, the bottom. It's like a stalemate. It's like a stalemate. Okay, what exactly is this hostilities card here? This Mystic King or King of Swords, or the hostilities card? Get specifically the hostilities card. All right, so everything's gonna be good. So it's coming in to cut we have the Eight of Wands and the Six of Wands. So it is victory. Okay, I got that now. Like it's just very elusive. I kind of enjoy that though. It's a little bit like putting a puzzle together. It's like reading a mystery novel. Okay, let's do that. And so you're getting tired. You know, you're getting tired. You're reading a book at night, and then you're looking at one line, and it turns into three, and then you kind of nod off, and you wake up and like, oh, but you know, I need to know more. It's a little bit, not that I'm nodding off in your reading. It's interesting. It's keeping me awake, that's for sure. This is coming in to free you from somehow feeling like you can't move, but you have put a lot of manifestation energy into this. I just want to say you are totally standing up to the nickname I've given you as Sexy Virgo. You're pulling this off, and you know, when it's this kind of sexy too, it's kind of a sophisticated sexy, which is the best sexy. No, it's I don't know. Well, that's for me anyway. I mean, I enjoy the intellect, and I feel that with you, Virgo. So there's something here, like, because the magician is using their intellect, they're manipulating energy. They're aware of the energy that they possess and the energy outside of them, and trying to work with that on its own. You know, it's being in control of your energy. How do you use it? How do you harness it? Like that. That's really, like I said, you are like the honey bringing in the bee, or the bees here. And it's bringing victory. It's bringing movement, or even communication here. What's the devise and strategize? The devise and strategize. The Death card and the King of Wands. The Death card and the King of Wands. Right? You're bringing an ending here. The Ten of Swords. Something's ending. What What's ending? I think it's, let me see. The Ten of Swords, what is ending here? It's kind of like what I thought. The Six of Swords and the Strength card. Okay, what is ending here in this process too is pride getting in the way of anything. There's no pride at this point. It's all about really like drawing something in here. Drawing something in. And this is taking things to a better place. This is taking things to a better place. I think it's taking your energy to a better place, taking someone else's energy to a better place. And with here, with the Death card and the King of Wands, this is a lot of confidence coming in after this ending. The whole read, your whole reading is very sexy. It's very sexy because the King of Wands is the sexiest king going, man. And there you got that now. Okay, this Four of Cups. Too much. She's just staring at me. Oh my goodness, honey. Okay, the Four of Cups sitting between. That's so much. She has so much to say. She's been sitting on those steps for a long time. It's just sitting there a long time. The first card that came out was Judgment. Such a story. Okay. Judgment, the Two of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Emperor. Now you have a heavy hitter that's come in. So I said you were pulling in bees, man. You were pulling in bees. You just pulled in like the King Bumblebee there. The Rebirth. The Two of Pentacles has been around a lot. Like people really trying to juggle different elements of their life here. There's been a rebirth. There's been, you know, with this Knight of Wands, it feels a bit like going out and finding things. I'm getting like going out and finding things with the Knight of Wands. And here with the Two of Wands, changing your direction. Someone's changing their direction. Going out and finding things, but changing your direction here. And the changing the direction leads to the Emperor. So either you're going towards the Emperor is coming towards you, or you're becoming the Emperor. Like there's some sort of transformation here. And the Emperor is like all the kings in the deck. Like this is it. Is a very mature, emotionally, spiritually, intellectually, did I forget anything? Passionately, mature person, individual. By changing the direction here, you are led to them, they are led to you, or you become this. So maybe both, right? Maybe both. Yeah, like you've ramped it up or something here. I don't know what you've done. I also want to say maybe you've changed the game a bit because she's instigating. She's changing the game a bit. It's very sexy. It's, you know, it's sexy. You got it. You're figuring it out. What's at the bottom of the Eight of Pentacles? Working. You know, everything is all great and sexy, but somebody's got to go to work. Go. There, work. I don't know, putting the work in. Oh, no, it's not at the bottom because there's all the oh, isn't that interesting? Now I get it. Did you? I couldn't see where this was sitting on the table. Yeah, you probably didn't see it because I think it was up here. When I picked that up to see what was on the bottom, this is how it was. This was actually on the bottom, not this. This card, which is the Ten of Wands, a burden being dropped, and what is it? Work, possibly. That's going around a lot. Oh, and the Eight of Swords is upside down, which is a little bit like this all tied up. So dropping a burden of work, that's been coming around quite a bit this week. Like don't do so much work and go out and have more fun. You know, in a nutshell, sort of like that. And that's kind of funny because that's how that played out. I'm like, oh, work, okay. But no, the Ten of Wands was what was actually sitting in front of the work, was dropping the burden. So sexy Virgo, we're going to go through the Journey of Love Oracle deck and see what you get. I don't think there's anything in, well, yeah, there's a few cards in here that are very sexy. Love itself is very sexy. Actually, yeah, love is probably the sexiest of the sexy. Like real love. What did you get? You got number 58, beauty. Oh, Virgo, you do not disappoint. You just keep that ball rolling. 58. 58. To celebrate the divine feminine is to honor her beauty, her endless bounty, and abundant creativity. You are a vehicle of her beauty. This is whether you're a guy or a girl coming here. You all hold divine feminine energy. We all hold divine masculine energy. So I just want to put that out there. This is radiance that has nothing to do with soul-destroying cultural stereotypes based on physical appearances. It is the radiance that comes from feeling beautiful within, allowing all that you are to shine through you and be witnessed in the world. You are being asked to let the inner beauty become one with your physical self. You don't have to change the way you look to become more of the divine beauty that you are. You just need to change the way you look at yourself. Ah, is there anyone watching this that does not think that they're super beautiful and sexy? Because you are. Behold the divine within you. You are in the process of healing past wounds about your appearance, your body, and your sexuality, finding purity in all of yourself and becoming ready to share that with others in a deeper and more open way, without shame or self-criticism. Take your time and fall in love with what you are. Then you can become not the victim of others' own projected shame, but the love necessary for the shame of the world to heal. This oracle indicates a significant change in self-perception taking place within you, an ability to love and accept yourself more completely than you ever have before, quite simply because you have grown and there is more divinity awakened in your heart than ever before. The nature of the divine is love, and you are realizing that you don't have to change to be beautiful. Allow this development to grow swiftly and embrace your uniqueness, beloved. You are an exquisite flower in the heavenly garden. Oh, I'm very inspired to read this little tiny poem, if you want to stick around. So, how many times I've looked in your eyes and sailed away beyond my dreams to a sheltered thought on a quiet beach where the sand is soft as flour. You may never know this place, and someday, when you look in my eyes, I will tell you. Oh, that was really beautiful. Oh man, that's like, that really that was like a melting poem. Oh my gosh, Virgo, that was, whew. Okay, that was really beautiful. I'm gonna leave it at there. I got one more to do, Virgo, and you're wearing me out. You're wearing me out, so I got you Libra. That's gonna be all, you know, balance and all that stuff, justice. Thank you, Virgos. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.